Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Detroit Lions. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And shoves him off at the 20. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Debo going in motion left. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
Fourth down, here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. Stroud will look to throw once more. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. The Lions at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Stroud on 3rd down now. And this pass broken up. And the contact well of time there. And now 4th down. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And oh, that is going to be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's pile this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Play action. Here's Stroud. Rolling to his right. That's complete to Laporta. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Partner, it took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. Down the left sideline. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. That's going to be caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're already looking up at a 16-0 deficit. Still plenty of time to go, 1st quarter. But work to be done as they come up. He's got him in, complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Texans. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. It usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. And trying to find Jameson Williams. And it's 2nd down. You look at the defense for these Texans. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Stroud looking to change the play. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Well, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now back to throw. Complete to Addison on the out route. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to... Oh, he put it on the clock with a fumble. Oh, and this one, they need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2nd and 3. And he's got it. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And this is back to a 5-point game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, they'll throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. How to approach this? 3rd down and 16 yards to go. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Well, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The Lions on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics. He's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 90 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Darren Stingley picks it, and the Texans will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Partner, you got to check this out because while they rightly congregate around the guy who just made the play on field, take a look at the sideline because they all went over to congratulate their punter because they remember it was his kick that set them up so close to the end zone and gave them an opportunity to get the safety that we just saw to add to their lead. That's teamwork right there. Full complementary football, and they got it done.
Cougar 19.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Milton Williams. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stroud. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, they've really gotten after him in this first half. He's been overrun throughout. And you can imagine he just might have some words for his linemen come after him.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. On the return is Williams. Called out a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Take it to the house. Okay, ready.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Now a 2nd and 2. Stroud to throw it.
And that's caught inside the 30. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here's Stroud.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. Touchdown!
Jahmyr Gibbs
On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. He'll look to throw.
That is caught by Dell.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Elijah Moore.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. From the end zone, here comes Williams.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football. At least.
And he loses the football the second time. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can.
And this is going to be intercepted.
It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. They go play action here on first down.
Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern.
A huge play there for Houston. 47 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And the Texans are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line, so get a yard down to about the 1. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on third and goal from the 1. They're going to look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Jordan Addison.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Now they'll go play action here with Stroud.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Here we go.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Returnable here from the 38. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return.
And the Texans will take over.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. Incompletions on the first 2 throws has a humbling up. They're trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll set up to throw.
That is caught.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll try to run this one in. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Now back to throw. And it's caught. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Well, they certainly didn't get what they wanted on that play. That means it's a big-time decision on what you call on 4th down.
Absolutely, because a field goal here doesn't do them much good. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Tank Dell there to make the grab. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
119 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Stroud completes this out wide.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide.
And in for the Lions, touchdown.
Jamison Williams
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions
Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Dicker, and they will take a 7-point lead. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
That's complete to Dell.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw.
Got his man down. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. From the end zone, here comes Williams.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. And he finally goes out of bounds, so he couldn't take it the distance, but all the way inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Trying the left side with Gibbs.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Another try from the 14 on 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Gibbs.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And his kick is right there. It's good.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only mustered 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. This taken in right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Here's 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7. Here comes 2nd down.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Two more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get the midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to 1-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Detroit, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.